Hey, I'm so glad you're here. Can we talk? Well, the thing is... Well, I can't believe you said that about my shoes. Did you hear her? She was talking about them like... And she said my shoes are really ugly. And I was like, well, I don't think they're very ugly. I think they're really beautiful because, you know, they have the pink straps. And then he was like, well, I don't think that's very bad. I think Hitler's a bit of a gay boy. And I was like, how could you say that? And then he was like, well, Adolf Hitler. And I was like, no, Stephen Hitler, you know, the boy in our class. And then he was just like, oh, very nice, I'm married. And I was just like, that's what I think too, but somehow we were still disagreeing. And then she came and she was just like, I do not like Mary. And he was like, me too. Even though I said that I didn't like Mary and he didn't agree with me. But I think that means like he doesn't like me, but he likes her, even though I agree and I don't like Mary either. And then I was just thinking, well, wasn't it very nice of Mary? Why are you being so nice personal, Marina? And then Miss Darcy said to me, I don't think your cow is very nice. And I was just like, I spent absolutely hours on this, Miss Darcy. How could you say that? And then I was like, well, your name's Miss Darcy, not like Mr. Darcy in Pride and Prejudice, but like a worse version. And she was just like, attention, Ellie. And I was just like, that's not very nice. And when I was in detention, I was talking to like Ryan and everyone, and they were all just like, oh my god, you're so like weird, Ellie. And I was just like, what, if you put me in detention and painting like how long? I don't think that's like in order, do you?
I'll tell you about one day when I was young. I was flipping through the channels when I saw something on. Something about robots that destroy each other. It made me want to go blow up my mother. Ooh, Anthony is not alone. It made me want to go blow up my home. Eventually I did that, ain't the point. I love bad grammar and I wish I could rhyme.
I never knew this. I know it's hard for you. Seriously, you are not gay. And then I really accepting.
5, 6, 7, 8. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. You are the music, yeah. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. You are the music, yeah. Are the music, yeah.
She was just like, yeah, and I was like, sorry, I'm not trying to be like anti-gay or anything, but it's like, I don't think you should be up. And then he was like to me, do you think about that? And I was just like, well, maybe not. And then I was just like, no. Well, Ruben definitely thinks, yeah. And I was just like, well, maybe Ruben retarded. It's your face. Then he was just like, I don't think your face is very retarded. And I was just like, and then I was And then I was like, well, what did you say to him? And he was just like, oh, I said that he was a big score bag. And I was just like, you're a bit of an inbred, aren't you? And he was like, no, I'm a reader. Sharon was like to Tracy, oh my god, I think that's out of order. And I was like, why the hell are you fucking American? It's like, we're not in America or in England, you retard. And she was just like, don't call me a retard. In like her creepy American accent. And I was just like, well, I think that's a bit inappropriate, to be honest. And she was just like, why is it totally inappropriate? And I was like, well, we're not in America for something. And she was just, I was like, hey, Shannon. And then she was just like, hey, Ellie. And I was like, what the hell is wrong, Shannon? And she was just like, oh, I just had a sex change operation. And I was like, ew, that's kind of different. And she was like, is it he or is it she? I don't know. Anyway, they said, like, is it normal?
Hey, Chloe.
I don't think that's fucking nice.
Yeah, I can't really do anything right now.
Really?
I'll come around in about an hour or something.
Because I
Yeah, well, I know you're till
seems
something, but
isn't
I can kind of get Ellie Meets Boys, like on a radio or something.
Sometimes I feel like it is important.
Can't you remember Ellie Meets?
No,
She's got frizzy hair, she looks really witchy.
Strip club and I don't know about your big red Dora the Explorer, just claim. Anyway, and I was just like, Sharon, you're a bit out of order when you do it. And I was just like, maybe not. But it's like, oh my god, you should do it. Maybe it's not. Maybe it is. And I was just like, well, I think it is. And I was just like, oh my god, how could you do that to me? How could you do that? How could could he do that to me? And then it was just like, I don't know. Sophie, do you think Hitler's an inbred? Do you think I'm an inbred? Yeah. What? Do you think my bum looks big? Huh? Do you think I'm a big fat fucking lesbian retard?